Just before today's video starts, why is Koi keeping so hard and disappointed at times? Anyway, enjoy today's video. Good morning. Not sure if you can see me because it's still very early, but not sure if that's coming out. The lights on to the pond, which only means one thing. There's been a power cut at some point last night. Everything's still working, but for some reason when the power goes off and the power comes back on, the light comes on and stays on. Strange, that's just the way it is. But everyone seems alright, everything's working. Lights are all on. This is obviously an amazing early morning segment of vlog in the pitch black. Anyway, all seemed good. Water looks really good under the light. So here we go again. So I posted some underwater footage from last week, and an eagle-eyed viewer spotted that the Ochiba had a mark on its side, and lo and behold, having not spotted it, it is absolutely battered. It only came out a couple of weeks back to be photographed for the club photo show that I'm in. So I got it out, and me, the guy photographing, or the judge, didn't notice any marks on it, but it is well and truly battered. So I'll turn the air off and see if we can get a bit of a better picture. But I see it swimming around this morning before I left for work with a couple of scales hanging out, and there's a lot of white marking on its side, so God knows what's wrong with that. I definitely need to move this into the indoor tank. So bit of a plan now. I'm going to re-scrape some fish over in the grow on, get them scraped and checked to make sure the flukes are gone. I'm going to move two over. I'm going to move the Kikisui and the Ochiba into the grow on, so then I can ramp the heat up and try and get this sorted out. Absolutely gutted, to be honest. It's one of my favourite fish, the Ochiba. It has had a bit of damage before, years ago now, but hey ho, it's always the way. It's always your favourite ones, isn't it? But as I say, I don't even know how it's done it. I don't know. I've not even had it out yet. I've got no anaesthetic actually. I'm waiting for that to come today, so I'll turn the water off, see if I can get a bit of a better look at it, and then get some scrapes done inside. Hopefully the anaesthetic will turn up in the next hour or two. It's about 2:30 now. Obviously it gets dark quite early now, and I'm going out a bit later, so I need to try and do it before, otherwise it'll be another 2 or 3 days before I can do it, because busy with work, and that's when I'll be able to get it done. So bit upset about it, but what can I do really? Just need to try and get it fixed, and then take it from there really. I'll see if I can get a picture of what it looks like in the pond, but it's not good, so there we go. God, it looks like a right mess. It looks like it's lost an absolute ton of scales. See if I can put that out in the video. Obviously I've had it out a few times as well because of that horrible mark on its tail, and the amount of times I've looked it over and checked it out and not seen any of that. So it's obviously happened reasonably quick, the mess that is there. Gutting, absolutely gutting. So I think I'll keep the air off for a bit and just keep an eye on them to see if there's anybody else with any obvious signs of any damage or marks. God, that is... Ooh, dear me. Right. Actually, a ton of leaves in the pond from the absolute carnage winds we've been having recently. A few people in the UK will know about. On the other side. No, I don't want to get it out yet to try and have a look at it, because as I say, I can't knock it out, so there's no point getting it out twice. I'll just wait. I'll leave the air off just to keep an eye on everybody for a bit, just to see if there's anything else going on. I'll try and get a few of these leaves out actually, since there's a fair few of them in it. Fish one scraped, nothing found, thank goodness. So I'll scrape the other two that I want to move over, as well as this scrape was for the little shower. So I'll scrape two more, and hopefully all clear. And then yeah, part one of moving stuff around to get the injured and sick over here. Happy days. So there's fish number 2, kahaku in here, the bigger one. And yeah, completely clear as well, so that's good. Obviously the one dose of Fluke sorted the flukes out, because they're pretty easy to spot, so that's good. I'll do the other 2 shower, I think, since I've got all the kit, and just give them a scrape to see if they're clear, but I'm presuming the others are good, so they should be good. Happy, something good. It's the third one, last bit. Golly gosh, clear slide. So I'll get that bagged up and get that over there as well. All looking good at the minute, but with my luck, who blimmin' knows what's going on? You never know. Expect the unexpected. So I'm going to get this one outside. Scrape good, no marks on it, apart from a little bit of secondary on its cheek. I think the Benny suffered a bit because it's been in here, but nothing new, just like the other one that was inside. So I'll get this bagged. There is a bit of a difference in temperature, it's about 1.5, nearly 2 degrees, about 1.8 I think. So I'll leave it to float for a bit with a bit of water in the bag, and go in the big boy pond. And as if by magic, delivery! That and some food, sinking stuff. So I can get the Ochiba out now. Let's just dump this here. We've got the kahaku floating in the bag. I'll get the Ochiba out now. Show her to move over. What's going to go in? Looking alright. Bit secondary on the face of this one, look. But oh look, bit secondary on the scale there. But a decent bit of body on it. Probably slim it down a bit now it's outside, actually, probably a bit too much, but alright, let's get it bagged, get it floated. I'm just setting up. I'm going to treat the fish. If you're a bit squeamish, you might want to look away. It's not the prettiest. It's actually way worse than I first thought. Load of scales missing, and it's really red. So I'll show you what it looks like now. But if you don't like horrible, gunky, bloody stuff, you might not want to look. Get ready. So that's what it looks like. Load of scales missing, horrible and red, all pussy. I can't find any rough scales. The ones that are there feel alright, so disgusting. So we'll get it cleaned up and then I'll put it inside now, where I can keep easier to keep an eye on it. I did scrape it before I put it in the anaesthetic. Scrape came back clear, so it's obviously a knock, possibly, that it's got from being in the pond, and then it's just obviously got a bit of crud in it and bacteria and gone bad, really bad. So I'll get it cleaned up and we'll get it back in the water in a minute. There's the Ochiba, obviously feeling sorry for itself. No doubt I'll have to get it out in a couple of days again. Got the scales to pretty much lie flat now, because there was quite a lot of pussy, junky stuff underneath, so that was the plan there. Quite a few came out. They were rough and horrible and shitty. So plan is, there's now, what in here, 5 in here now. Just to keep an eye on it and get the temperature up, which hopefully help with the healing. I'm not going to get the kikisui in here, I'm just going to concentrate on this at the minute. But yeah, it was a bloody mess. But there we go. So I've got the other 2 floating over in the main pond, so I'll need to go and sort that. I'll tidy up the mess that I've made, and then I'll go over there and let them out. And then that's it for a bit. Just need to keep an eye on the Ochiba in here, really, which is the main focus. Cool. There's the shark and the kahaki over there somewhere. There we go. So yeah, not ideal having to move them over now, but the main concern at the minute is obviously the Ochiba, so I feel the heat will be a major help over there, hopefully, and it's just easier to obviously get it in and out because it's inside. I'm not wafting around a big pond trying to catch it, so really upset still, but you know, we'll do what we can do. Hopefully I can save it, because you never know, could be too far gone, could end up just getting way worse, but we'll see. It'll take quite a long time, but you know, do what we can do, I suppose. Okay. So it's the morning after moving the fish over. So I think they're settled in alright. Watching them out the window a bit earlier, and a few of them were chasing each other around, which is a bit weird. But great. So new ones with that kahaku in it and that shower down there. So not particularly shy, which is always good. Always get a bit worried adding a fish to a pond. We have had in the past fish jump out in the night, but I'm looking alright at the minute. Drop a bit of food in, I think. In fact, I'll turn the air off. I am liking the sinking food a lot at the minute. Fish are getting used to it now, although every now and again have a bit of a moment and forget that it is sinking. Poor dog, but he does love fish food. So I'm going to stick with the sinking, which is, I had some of that turn up yesterday, some more, because this is all I've got left now of sinking stuff, plus obviously it's the lower protein. It just cuts out a bit, just cuts out that sort of feeding frenzy. And obviously when you've got fish of different sizes, they're knocking each other out the way, and the smaller ones are getting a bit more battered and pushed out, so just a bit more chilled out, I think, with the sinking stuff. I'm going to stick with it. There we go, all food all gone. Didn't take long. Obviously since the other day and the Ochiba, I'm trying to keep a bit more, I don't want to keep more of an eye on them, but just a bit more critical when I'm looking at them in the pond, because that did sort of hit me, having not noticed it. And just the speed of the speed of how it got as bad as it did. So we'll go over and have a look at the Ochiba in a minute. It's mooching around in there, feeling a bit sorry for itself, but obviously the shock of going from outside to inside. Start raising the temperature in a bit, and then probably get it out every 2 or 3 days until it starts looking like a massively improved, which hopefully it will. It was absolutely disgusting, so still gutted, but what can you do? Just sort of feel a bit guilty. Is it my fault? Is it something I've done? Should I have seen it earlier? You know. But hey ho, happens, doesn't it? but I can't see any marks or anything on anybody else in here. And I can't believe the Yami colour coming right back on that, so interesting to see what it looks like next year. Everybody seems happy, and I can't see any major marks on any of them. Obviously got one too many fish in here now, so but I'm not larraping the food in. I think next year, a bit late in the year now to try and sell a couple of fish, I presume, I don't know, but oh no, see the Ochiba, just get the air off. The scales are still pretty flat after I squeezed all the junk out yesterday, but no doubt I'll have to do that again. It's not sulking at least. There's a bit of fin flicking now, look. I wonder what that is. I think I'll give it another scrape tomorrow when I get it out, just to retreat, but there's something irritating it, look. Not sure how well you can see because of the light in there, but yeah, there's definitely something that's not happy about something. Apart from the massive hole that's in it. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. Catch you next week. Remember, thumbs up would be fantastic if you like what you see. It's great. See you soon.